C'è 105 mi casa.
Metti a palla 105, fai sentire che ci sei.
Tu ci sei. C'è 105 mi casa.
Sono veramente molto felice questa sera. Qui a 105 mi casa abbiamo uno dei fenomeni musicali più grandi del momento, perché c'è tutta una generazione che segue un mondo. Lui è Yungblud ed è con noi questa sera. Ciao Dominic!
Ciao, how are ya?
Sto molto bene. How are you?
Oh, I am amazing, man. Every time I get into Milan, I am happy. Honestly, like,
Wow.
as soon as I cross the border to Italy, I'm smiling.
Dice no, sto bene, sto da Dio. Ogni volta che arrivo a Milano comunque io sto bene. Ha un'energia incredibile. Dominic, ci piace moltissimo. Ha suonato venerdì al Forum di Milano. How was your gig Friday night at Forum?
It was insane. It was it blew my mind, honestly. There is no better crowd than Italian crowds. Just fact. I say that all over the world, and it was the last gig of the tour, and it was so sick to end it in Milan. It was crazy. Like, people were camping outside for 2 days. The police were called. It was wild. Just proper rock and roll show. That's what we want.
Allora dice un pure rock and roll show, cioè un rock and roll, uno show rock and roll puro come lo vogliamo, come ci piace a noi. C'è stata la gente fuori dal forum per 2 giorni, la polizia è dovuta arrivare, ha usato degli aggettivi tipo wild, selvaggio, insane, cioè fuori di testa, perché questo è un po' il live che fa Dominic, è un po' il suo progetto, no? Sono successe tante cose intorno a Dominic e al progetto Yungblud incredibili. I'm saying that many big name of the scene are talking about you. I don't know, Dave Grohl or Ozzy Osbourne or people like
Crazy.
that legends.
It was wild, yeah.
How do you feel about this situation?
I just think when you wake up to news like that, it's pretty mind blowing. You know, I think I've watched Ozzy Osbourne, I've watched Dave Grohl, I've watched Mick Jagger.
Of course.
I've just watched them my whole life. I studied them, and when they kind of give you some validation and say what you're doing is cool, it's like, whoa. I think they know it. You know what I mean? They know the ups and downs of it. They know that they aren't real critics. They have lived it. They are not talking about it out of a sense of maths. They are feeling it, and if they feel it, bro, that's just like a dream come true.
Yeah. What do you think they recognize about you? Energy.
I think that's what rock and roll means to me. Energy and freedom. That's what rock and roll means.
And maybe realness.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think truth, reality, and I just think kind of I recognize that in them. That's why I follow them. That's why everyone listens to them. And for them to recognize that in me is just like...
Praticamente mi dice questo perché io sono stato molto colpito dal fatto che Mick Jagger, Dave Grohl, Ozzy Osbourne, leggende di questo calibro, abbiano parlato molto bene del progetto Yungblud, e gli ho chiesto: ma tu come ti senti? Dice: beh, come mi sento? È una roba fuori di testa. Io ho sempre seguito loro, e il fatto che loro parlino di me veramente mi riempie il cuore. Allora gli ho chiesto: ma secondo te perché? Che cosa hanno riconosciuto in te? E allora mi dice: ma penso che abbiano l'energy, cioè l'energia, e poi il fatto che sono vero, cioè che sono fatto così, e quindi come io anche ho amato loro per la stessa cosa, tutto il mondo ama loro per la stessa cosa, perché sono veri e perché arriva quell'energia. C'è tanta energia. Talking about energy, you have a lot of energy.
Too much.
Too much. Troppa, dice, e si vede che sta facendo qualcosa che gli piace, e credo che gli piaccia anche vivere in tour. I'm saying that you have a lot of energy, and I think you love everything you are doing, and also not only touring but also the tour life.
Yeah, I love the tour life. Who wouldn't? I think you meet some artists, right, and they're so miserable about tour life. I'm like, I get to play rock and roll, drink beer
every night
with my best friends, tour the world and see the best fan base in the fucking world. What is not to love? Like, I'm happy. I love rock and roll. I think it's like, I feel so lucky to be here. I feel so thankful. Like, this is why I love being on the radio. I'm like, I'm on the radio in Italia and I'm loving it and it's crazy, you know what I mean?
Allora, tutto non fa una piega, perché Dominic mi dice: ma certo che amo la tour life, ma scusate, io suono rock and roll tutte le sere, bevo birra tutte le sere, con i miei migliori amici incontro la miglior fan base possibile, e in questo momento sono in radio in Italia, cioè tutto questo è una figata. Io anzi non capisco quelli che sono tristi o che vivono la tour life, la vita da tour, insomma, in modo così un pochino depresso quasi. Ma va, questa è una roba meravigliosa. Stiamo per suonare Mad di Yungblud, e io voglio anche che spendere 2 parole sulla canzone, anche che mi dica come è nata. I'm talking about Mad, your new single. When did it come?
It came with the album. It came out with the album.
But when it came in your mind?
Do you know what? This song was written about 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah,
really?
It was crazy. I was just like, but I didn't finish it. I was like, I had the hook, I had the chorus, and I wrote it on a day when I just wanted to go crazy. I was so like mad. I was so anxious and angry, but I didn't want to have an explanation for it. I didn't need to have an answer. I was just like, I'm going crazy. Okay. So I wanted a song that would be like me going crazy.
So you missed the verse.
So I missed the verse, and then it came to me when I was putting the album together. I was like, oh, that was good. That was a good vibe. And then it happened, it came out.
Ok, allora il pezzo Mad nasce 3 anni fa. Aveva il look e aveva il chorus, quindi aveva il ritornello e aveva il pre, non aveva le strofe. La canzone si chiama Mad, dice, perché io così sono pazzo, cioè io ho tutta questa energia, voglio pensarla nel mio modo e non voglio pormi delle domande del perché sono così, voglio andare dritto, cioè io sono così, è un'affermazione di come sono. You have so success in very few time.
Crazy.
No? How can you explain this?
I don't really know.
Okay.
It was just like, I think we were talking earlier about truth and being real. I started writing music about what was making me upset or what I was angry at in the world. And I picked up an iPhone and I looked down the lens of it and I started talking, and millions of people responded. Yeah. That is all I can explain.
Insane.
It's been insane, and it's just, I think people need to talk. People need to get what is inside them out. And I think Yungblud is a vehicle for that. Yungblud allows people to be who they are and express themselves. And I think that's why people came to it naturally. They came to it by finding it and through word of mouth and friends. And that's what I think is the most beautiful thing, because it's just real. It's not like,
maybe a way to express themselves.
Completely, that's the thing.
Ok. È molto interessante la visione che ha Dominic, perché ho detto complimenti per il tuo ultimo album Yungblud, numero 1 in UK, numero 1 in Irlanda, in Australia, in Nuova Zelanda, quindi ho detto grandissimo successo in poco tempo, ma come te lo spieghi? Ma non lo so. Poi però mi dice, io credo che il progetto Yungblud è un modo per permettere alle persone di esprimersi. Io come ho iniziato? Io ero molto arrabbiato, ho preso un telefono, ho iniziato a scrivere, poi ho iniziato a urlare, a cantare le cose che ho scritto. Evidentemente la gente si è connessa con questo sentimento, perché credo che ci sia bisogno di buttare fuori quello che si sente, e da qui c'è stato evidentemente un crash e il grande successo che sta avendo. Grande successo anche in Italia. Also here in Italy. Your music is so successful.
It's one of, like, Italy is one of my favorite places to be. You guys backed me and listened to me first, and I will never forget that. I think, like, there is such a passion and a sense of emotion here that I've never experienced anywhere else in the world. I feel like Italy is my home. Like, I love it. I love coming back here. I'd never want to leave. Kidnap me.
Wow, dice, guardate, l'Italia è qualcosa di pazzesco per me, forse il posto migliore dove io possa suonare. Credo che lui sia venuto proprio qui dagli inizi. You came here at your beginnings, your really beginning.
I remember playing to 200 people here. What was it, Club de Roma? Where was it?
Dude
the
Club.
Dude Club.
A Roma, in Roma.
I remember playing the Dude Club, bro. And there was 200 people here.
Con 200 persone.
And it was crazy. And every time we came back, and then it was from Dude Club, and then we went to Fabrique, and then we went to Caraponte, and now the Forum. Next time, San Siro.
Wow! It's very funny, and it's huge that you remember the name of the venues.
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
Wow!
I don't know. I just love it. I don't know. I loved Italy. I remember playing Fabrique, and the girls in the kitchen were cooking pasta and dancing with me all day. And I was like, yeah, man, Italy's my favorite.
Wow. Allora dice, ma io ho detto, ma è figo che ti ricordi i nomi di dove hai suonato. Ma certo, io ho suonato al Fabrique, ma ha detto, mi ricordo dopo con le ragazze che cucinavano la pasta in cucina e noi ballavamo. Molto rock and roll, molto rock and roll. Dominic, when did you get in touch with music?
Very early on, my dad and my granddad used to play music a lot.
Okay.
I think it was every time I got in a car, every time I was at the house, it was Britpop, Oasis, the Stone Roses, Bowie, The Cure. It was The Clash, Sex Pistols, Blondie. You know what I mean? It was rock and roll music from a very early age, and I found this energy in it. I think I always had an energy that was crazy. Yeah. And a lot of people didn't understand it.
Also as a child.
Child, I was fucking crazy.
Okay.
I was mental. I was like, ah! and I think I kind of found a sense of belonging in rock music, especially punk music. I was like, oh, okay, this kind of represents my spirit. And I just remember it was always music. I don't know, it's for as long as I can remember. I just loved it.
And first band?
My first
around, I don't know, 15, 16?
11, 12.
11, 12,
yeah,
very early.
Literally,
okay.
I was like, I just want to get girls. And then I was like, start playing in a band, so I was like, cool.
Yeah. Allora gli ho chiesto, quando sei entrato in contatto con la musica? Mi ha detto molto presto, perché in famiglia mio padre e mio nonno ascoltavano rock and roll, e tutti i nomi che avete sentito, da Blondie ai Sex Pistols agli Oasis. E poi mi ha detto, sai, io da piccolo comunque ero pazzo, cioè avevo questa energia, urlavo, no? E quindi il punk rock soprattutto mi rappresentava, ha mimato, no, il suono della batteria. Cioè, quando ho sentito quella roba lì mi faceva stare bene, era per me. Allora poi gli ho chiesto, quando hai avuto la prima band? A 15 anni, a 16? No, a 11, 12, anche perché poi era figo, no, per le ragazze poter dire io suono in una punk band o in una rock band. Yungblud è in tour in Europa, arriva dalla Francia, Parigi, è venuto a suonare qua a Milano venerdì, e non so esattamente quali siano i prossimi steps. What about your next steps?
Oh, it's going to be this year. Like, I have new music coming very soon.
New music? Okay.
New music. I've not stopped. We go everywhere now. We go to Latin America, Asia, Australia. Then probably, hopefully, back to Italia. That would be amazing for the summer.
Wow. Gli ho chiesto quali sono i prossimi piani. Gira tutti questi paesi che ha detto Dominic, ma poi soprattutto credo sia una bella notizia per tutti i fan. New music, cioè nuova musica, nonostante il disco sia uscito alla fine, più o meno, insomma, nell'ultimo periodo del 2022. C'è un singolo che è Mad, che avevamo appena ascoltato, però c'è nuova musica in questo 2023. It was a very pleasure for me.
Oh, amazing, me too.
To meet you.
Grazie.
Really.
Ti amo.
Ciao.
Grazie. Ciao.